Scylla and Charybdis, and as you probably know, that's all about difficult choices. When Odysseus was going up between Italy and Sicily, he had to go through the Straits of Medina, and it was so tricky that they all believed that there was a monster on one side who gobbled you up and a whirlpool on the other that drowned you, so you had a choice. Did you want to be gobbled up or did you want to get drowned? Now, the backbenchers in Leinster House know all about it these days. So I wrote a piece, as you can imagine, it's a cautionary tale, and it's called Catholic Ethos and the Right to Choose. Recently, I had to seek medical aid. My problem was minor. It required an operation and a spell in hospital. On my first appointment, I was given a form to complete. I filled in all the usual details until I came down to the clause, religion. Here I wrote, not applicable. When I handed the form to the receptionist, she checked it down, then said, sorry, you haven't filled this in, pointing to religion. I said I had, and I thought it was a totally irrelevant question, as irrelevant as asking me what football team I supported. But the answer is mandatory, she said, otherwise the computer will not accept the whole entry. And she gave me the plaintive look that said, you are not going to make my job more difficult than it is, are you? I have boundless admiration for the medical profession, for their expertise, but especially for the way they genuinely care for the parade of suffering humanity that passes through their corridors. So, no, I didn't want to make her job any harder. What do you suggest, I asked? My religious, ethical and philosophical stances can't be summarized in one word. How about none? I laughed. It would be totally inaccurate, but no more inaccurate than any other one-word answer. Will the computer accept that? Yes, it will. Grand, none it is then. On my second visit, I was given a computer printout to check and sign. Everything was correct, except under religion, where I was declared Catholic. I struck it out and brought it back to the receptionist. This is wrong, I said, pointing to the offending word. Oh, I'm so sorry, she apologized. You are not a Catholic. I didn't say that. Neither did I say I was. I cannot identify unconditionally with an institution that treats half the human race as second class. Your half. She gave me a puzzled but plaintive look. You're not going to give me a hard time, are you? I find the question bizarrely irrelevant, but I arranged with your colleague to enter none as my religion. She looked relieved as she typed in the four-letter word. On my admission to hospital, I was again given a printout to check and sign. Reading down, I found all the details present and correct until I came to religion, which again identified me as a Catholic. Further down there was a clause, in case of an emergency, and the computer had inserted, call a priest to administer. I struck out all this, signed the printout, and brought it back to reception. Again, I pointed out my objection to being asked about my religious beliefs, and asked if the final clause could be amended, in case of emergency, to call the doctor fast. All went well, and I couldn't have been better treated had my name been Benedict, or it changed recently to Francis. But the evangelical computer had not finished with me yet. In the post-operative days, I was given a file to provide a urine sample. I duly did my duty. As I cast my eye over the tiny bottle, I saw that the label with the essential identifying details was printed. It had my name, PPS number, and in bold lettering, Catholic. What could I say? What use was made of that piece of information? Was Catholic piss different from Protestant piss? Did someone down in the laboratory have to separate the bottles and give priority to Catholic piss? One of the mysteries of religion. This proselytizing computer should have been shipped to Rome. In no time it would have the population of the world converted to Catholics. I laughed about it for the week I was in hospital and told all my visitors, who laughed too. It was the perfect tonic. I laughed so much I recovered my health in no time. Then Savita Halabanava